Hi, I'm Sandy, and welcome to another day in Life with Sandy. Well, hello. Today is Saturday, March 4th. I know. Somebody said it might be acid reflux. The doctor seems to think it's my thyroid. I don't know if you can tell. It's like kind of enlarged on this side. That's what the problem I'm having. I don't really want to have surgery, but I think it's going to come to that. But anyway, enough of that. Today is Linda's birthday, and Linda is Dayton's grandma. So Linda, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Linda. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's also Jennifer and Dave Mannis, Mannis, Jennifer and Dave. I think it's your 40th anniversary today. 40 years, that's pretty good. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary. Happy, 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 happy anniversary. Happy, 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 happy anniversary. 40 years, nothing to shake a stick at. Congratulations, happy anniversary. I slept so miserably yesterday. I really did. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just because I ate the one meal and I was hungry, but I don't think I was. When I went to bed, I was not the least bit hungry. I went to bed about 1:45, something like that. And I heard my grandfather clock chime at 2, 2:15, 2:30, 3, 3:15. I started playing games on my phone because I wouldn't get up. I finally fell asleep about 4 o'clock. It was sound. And then I had to wake up at 5 to go to the bathroom. And then I went back to sleep, and then I heard Jim's annoying alarm clock because Jim was going out with his friends today I think he's a range officer. And so often he has to go with his group, and they're the range safety officers to make sure that everybody's following the rules when they're practicing their rifle shooting and all that good stuff. And then they get up early and go out to breakfast and blah, blah, blah. And so then I rolled over and I didn't get up until 10 o'clock. But when we go to bed at night, we turn the thermostat down to 56. And then when Jim gets up in the morning, it's a game we play. We turn probably about 9 o'clock at night, we turn the thermostat down to 56. And then Jim goes to bed about midnight. I go to bed about 2. And he gets up about 8:30, 9 o'clock. And then I get up about 10, 10:30. But anyway, when Jim gets up at 9 o'clock, he turns the thermostat up to 69. And then when I get up and take my shower and all that. By the time I'm like rolling out of the bedroom, it's about 11 o'clock. Then I turn it down to 68. It's a game we play. But anyway, you don't care about that. Jim got up at 7 o'clock to go out with his friends for breakfast and that. And then he didn't turn the thermostat up because he wasn't going to be here. So what was the point? He knew I wasn't going to still be in bed with all my covers on, so it didn't really matter. And so I woke up about 10 o'clock, played games on my phone, took my shower, got up. Our new doctor, we have a new portal that we have to go into. The other one was my Beaumont chart, which is the name of the hospital system, Beaumont. But this one is Follow My Path or something. It's weird. I don't know what the name of it is. But anyway, I had to sign Jim and I in so that we could get our medical results, and if you got to pay a bill, you can pay the bill and all that good stuff. So I did that, and then Jim wants to find a foot doctor because she had recommended a foot doctor for him because he's thinking of getting his bunion removed. He's kind of been putting it off because it's on his right foot, and he doesn't like getting into my clown car, and I don't like climbing into that big old massive truck, and he won't be able to drive for weeks, and so he's been putting it off. And she was telling him about some new procedures that they have that, like this doctor that's in the same building that we went to her satellite office, but the main office is like by the hospital, not the hospital, but the medical center. So she had recommended this guy. So I looked it up to find out his name and phone number and all that. So I did that. And then I don't know, for some reason, I just was playing with my phone trying to learn something new. I mean, old news, but I'm 72. It takes me a while to learn things. I just kind of by accident figured out how to put pictures to the people that's calling me. So then I was going through my photo album on my phone, trying to figure out which was the best picture. And then I was going through my contacts and putting all their pictures. And I was doing all of this, and this was like a long time. And then my sister-in-law, who was married to my brother Pat. My brother Pat is deceased, but they were divorced when he died, but I still consider her my sister-in-law. I found her picture. I found a really nice picture that I put in there. And then somehow I went one step too far, and I kind of dialed her, and I didn't want to dial her, so I hung up real fast before it rang, and not 2 seconds later, my phone rings, and she says, "Did you just call?" And I said, "Yeah, that went through fast," and I explained what I was doing. And then we talked for about half an hour. We can always find something to talk about. I told you I can always find something to talk about. But so then I got up and I said my meditation and my rosary and things like that I do every day. And then I thought, boy, it's a little chilly in here, and it's like, look what time it is. I thought, it's getting a little chilly in here. So I went to look at the thermostat, and Jim didn't turn it down. It was still at 56. No wonder I was chilly. I was cold. So I turned it up to 68. So it's still working its way up there. But anyway, even with that, our budget plan for last year, I paid $68 a month year round. And this year I have to pay $99 a month. So it jumped up. And that's like, just think what it would be if I didn't budget it a little bit better. Our gas is really high in this area. And then it's like all, I just think that, like with the phones, you can get all these different, you can get AT&T, you can get Verizon, you can get Sprint, you can get T-Mobile. You get all of these different choices. But electricity, we have to choose DTE. For our gas, we have to choose Semco. We have no choice. It's just like it's a monopoly as far as I'm concerned. So you're kind of like at their, whatever. And then our water is from Detroit, and so we don't have our own water system. We get our water from Detroit, and so we got to pay all this extra sewage and all this other stuff to have the water shipped to us. And it's like, but I want my water, so I'll pay the bill. But anyway. I'll leave a clip when I'm done babbling here that, well, you know what, I'll just put it right here. And this was our major snowstorm yesterday. And that's John Deere that I was talking about yesterday. You can see the grass even. There's a little bit of snow out there, but they were predicting 8 to 12 inches of snow. And it's already melting. We didn't even have to shovel. As you can see, the big snowstorm we were supposed to get. It did come down pretty hard when it was coming down, but then it didn't. I think we ended up with maybe 2 inches, maybe. It's already starting to melt because it's going to be 50 degrees today, so it's already starting to melt. Jim didn't even have to shovel, so he was a little disappointed because Jim loves getting out in the snow. Tell the man he should not be shoveling snow at his age, but he, it's like talking to the wall. But anyway, so we didn't get the big snowstorm, although it was kind of spooky because at one point we had thunder and lightning and raining, and then it's changed to snow, but it was still thundering and lightning with the snow. So it was going between snow and rain and thunder and lightning and all in the same time. It was just like, it was really, really strange. It really was. But I just wanted to let you know that I still have Mary's birthday card. I haven't seen Mary yet. I'm going to see her on Thursday when we do Christy's birthday. I found out I have mail that I have to get this week, and they have a card for Christy for her birthday because we're doing her birthday on Thursday. And so that's it. So Christy, Sophia, and Alyssa are going to spend the night tonight because we are going to, Kylie's school is having a fundraiser tomorrow at some bowling alley. So it's pizza and bowling, but I'm not going to have pizza and I'm not going to bowl, but I'm going to go and support the fundraiser, but I'm not going to do any of that stuff. So I'll eat something light before I go and not have any pizza while I'm there because I ate out yesterday. I think I'm doing pretty good. I really do think I'm doing pretty good on my plan. On Monday when I do my meeting highlights, I'll review my week to tell you how I did since I'm not weighing myself. Like I said yesterday, when I got on the scale at the doctor's office, I closed my eyes. I did. And, I know she probably thought, oh, look at this fat lady. Doesn't want to see how much she weighs. But I didn't even explain it. It's like, what does she care? Like when people give you a TMI, too much information. I don't need that. It's just, but I always think that, like I see people that, like Kim Bedgood lost 200 and some pounds. Oh my gosh. But, she didn't do it overnight. She really She worked hard, and hard she works to keep it off and keep going. And so, Kim, you're my inspiration. You really are, because I really, such dedication. And so many other people, like they hit their 100 pounds, and I think, oh, if they hit their 100 pounds, how come I couldn't hit my 100 pounds? They didn't do it overnight. I like to think I can do it overnight. I can gain 5 pounds overnight, but I'm not gonna lose 5 pounds overnight. That's never gonna happen in any kind of world I live in. Even if I had dysentery, I think I'd lose 5 pounds. I really don't. That's just my body. I know how my body is. I probably would lose like 3, if that. But I just have to know that it's slow. It's really slow, and all you can do is just keep going. You just really can keep going, and that's my plan, is just to keep on going and reminding myself that it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take a while. And I fell into the false belief that once I was getting so close to Wonderland that I could slack off a little bit. And I slacked off really bad and gained almost 50 pounds back. So lesson learned. I'm struggling to lose the same weight that I've already lost, and I have to lose it again. And it just pisses me off that I got to do it again. But you know what? I'm going to do it again. And it's not going to happen overnight. And I'm not going to be successful if I have the thought process of, well, you didn't lose 5 pounds this week, so, you might as well stop. No, I have to be realistic with my goals. I really have to be realistic. And at my age, it's realistic to hope for a pound a week. It's like I told you, I'm hoping for Lent to lose 7 pounds. And I have decided, I did a lot of prayer with it yesterday. I told you last night, and I did some prayer today. And I have decided that I'm going to weigh myself on, and I will remind everybody on my weekly highlights on Monday, but I've decided I'm going to weigh myself on Easter morning. It's one day earlier, but I know the ham is going to really probably a pound or 2 put on me, and that might just discourage me, and I hate to think that it would. So I'm going to weigh myself on that Sunday. Then I'll weigh myself again on Monday for my actual weigh-in, and we'll see how it goes from there. I'm going to count the Monday as my official weigh-in, because that's when I weigh in on Mondays. But Sunday is going to be the end of my Lenten obligation weigh-in, so we'll do it that way. But okay, let me show you what I've had to eat today, although I haven't had anything to eat just yet. I'm getting hungry now. You go through that period, like last night I told you when I went to bed, I had the one meal yesterday. It was a high point. I think it was like 45 points. It was a really high point meal. But I was satisfied for the rest of the day with that one meal. It's not the smart way to go, but, it was better than adding more points just because I thought, well, you know what? You shouldn't have just one meal. You should eat more. I wasn't hungry. I'm following my body cues. I wasn't hungry. And so far this morning, I haven't been hungry. And I think it's just because I've been so busy and keeping myself so occupied with things. And but now I'm hungry. So let's go have breakfast, and then I will show you my breakfast. I don't know if I'm going to eat lunch since it's so late. But I'm going to have breakfast and dinner, definitely. So, okay, that'll do it for now. If Alyssa and Sophia get here before I close out the video, I will include them at the end. Okay, talk to you soon. Today is Saturday, March 4th. My quote is, nothing worth having comes easy. For breakfast, I'm going to have some eggs, berries, and banana, toast with a little bit of butter, and some bacon. There's my breakfast. Let's go eat now, because I'm hungry. Get the bright light. Whoa. Get the bright light out.
Getting interrogated over here.
I'm telling you. Well, you always say I have a light.
You do.
I call it starting a conversation.
Other people would call it an investigation.
An interrogation. But they're dropping the girls off for the night.
The week.
So the night.
Sophia said she wants to move in here.
No, she didn't. If anything, she'd move in with her other grandma. You never know. There they are, looking all excited. Who's going to be the bed hog? At least she admits it. Okay, for dinner, we're going to have a ham and cheese sandwich with some avocado. It's kind of slipping out. I have about a tablespoon of cheese and some tea. Forgot the bread on here. Bread. 2 ounces of ham, 1 ounce of provolone, half of an avocado, my homemade turkey chili, some iced tea, a tablespoon of cheese on top of my chili, and 2 slices of bread. Let's go eat.